we live in Nazi America now. People get disappeared off the streets with unmarked cars, kidnapped, basically, sent to concentration camps in El Salvador. We're fucked, mate. We're cooked.
We need to be making all kids, regardless of what their family.
It's always women that they attack too, because they hate women.
Educated and supported.
As I've said, the entire foundation of the right wing's ideology is that they hate women.
That is our job. And give them the tools and resources.
That and sexual insecurity.
To go off to college, to go to technical school, to choose the path they want in life. But if you are not married, does not mean that you are less than anybody.
They believe that you are. The U.S. is just tragic. I actually don't think that there's any coming back for that country. Not in my lifetime. This is get married, have children shit from 70 years ago. I kind of agree. Like, it's like we're so far gone that whatever comes after this is not America. And I mean, we've gone back to the 1800s here. Marjorie Taylor Greene, whose 3 jobs before she joined Congress were manager at her husband's business when he bought it from her dad, birther hate blogger, and CrossFit trainer. Yeah, basically. I'm in Canada enjoying the new tariffs. Every day is a new surprise. Hopefully, you're prepared for us to invade you and you to do guerrilla warfare on us. By the way, as I was saying that they wanted to groom children, based of Assassin's Creed for also throwing this one in. It's a shame they actually deleted it. This is a groomer. This is a groomer. Elon with Ghislaine Maxwell. Fucking whoever runs the Assassin's Creed Twitter account is on their game. It makes me want to play that game. Like, the tweets that came out from them have made me want to play Assassin's Creed more than any Assassin's Creed, like, ad could ever do. Hold on, let me show the other, like, main tweets from yesterday. Here we go. First of all, they made an excellent ad out of it. Where other men blindly follow the truth, remember nothing is true. As a quote tweet of their reply to Elon, which now has 52 million views and 732,000 likes. Elon calling Hassan a fraud, calling him a sellout. Is that what the guy playing your Path of Exile 2 account told you? 732,000 likes to Elon's 37. This is like the ratio of all ratios right here. He's grooming kids to be his human shield right now. That's true. I'm probably going to buy that game just for that. I would if I could afford it. If Maxwell spills the tea on Trump and Elon, she could save the country. She won't. She won't. Honestly, the speech sounds exactly like German Catholic preacher from the 30s. That's because it should. It's very close to that. I want every game studio to become part of the resistance. Well, again, fascists can't create art because art requires empathy. And so the fascists hate art. They all they hate every game that comes out, and they hate every movie that comes out. Elon Musk is trying to make an AI game studio. So, yeah, they kind of are in the resistance. Oh, they're abolishing the TSA, by the way. Out of nowhere. Okay, we're going to privatize the TSA. They're going to fuck this up while they're doing it, and we're going to have, like, no airport security for 3 days, and then we're going to get a terrorist attack, and it's going to happen in, like, the second week of April, and then they're going to use that to justify the martial law. Like, I mean, to be fair, I don't know if that's going to happen. I just see that happening very easily, even just by accident, not even on purpose. I definitely think the media is at fault for the separation between red and blue. Ever since everything became breaking news, I stopped watching mainstream. The media has been at fault exactly like that for more than a decade now, Los Federales. This is just like the final push for it. They're going to take away my fucking TSA cares? What does the TSA do for you? As in the line they will take. Look, what they're going to do here is they're just going to give TSA to Elon. SpaceX is going to run safety for airplanes. He's already, like, dealing with the FAA, isn't he? This is not only dangerous, but also expensive for the American citizen and stupid. And this is going to turn what we have is already, every time you go onto a plane, you have to go through airport security. You have the TSA, who is already far too gropey, far too, I don't care about your rights. They're going to get replaced with private mercenaries, private military contractors. It'll work because everyone in America is more scared of terrorists than Mexico. They're scared of terrorists coming from Canada. The Republican Party is not compromised. It's the Hitler Party. It's the Nazi Party. Call it what it is. They'll call it SafeX or some shit. I can see that. They're just going to use it to turn away trans women and arrest brown people. I mean, that's a given. TSA Cares, the accessibility side, literally made my experience with airport security possible as a disabled person. Oh yeah, that's going out the window. Brain matter. They're specifically trained TSA people for accessibility. I had TSA certification. But I didn't have to go through that. I had to get the background check so that I can go pick up and put packages on planes back when I lived in the States and was a courier. But yeah, that's gone. Also, did you know that, did you also hear Milei to declassify documents on Nazi war criminals who fled to Argentina? Rare things happen. Well, I mean, to be fair, if they're doing that, it's to support them, but I'd be interested in seeing it. The two senators that are sponsoring the legislation to abolish the TSA, by the way, Mike Lee and Tommy Tuberville. Lee told Fox News, quote, "The TSA has not only intruded into the privacy and personal space of most Americans, which is true, it has also repeatedly failed to test to find weapons and explosives. This is also true. 96% of weapons, drugs, whatever, get onto planes past TSA. American families can travel safely without feeling the hands of an army of federal employees. This really isn't a joke. They're lying, though, because they're just going to make this worse. That's the only thing that they would do, because privatizing it means private military does this now. Funny thing is they're all probably dead by now. Yeah, but their families aren't. On a straight-up question, do you agree that people who have entered a country illegally should be removed and repatriated, put aside how it's being handled, just in general? No, I don't. I don't think that they, even if you come into the country illegally, you're still contributing to the country's economy by paying taxes. And by the way, Florida is right now debating lowering the age of when you're allowed to work an overnight shift to 14 because of the amount of immigrants that have been deported. The justification that they're using is because too many immigrants were reported that we don't have the people to fill the jobs, so we need to lower the child labor laws. There's no problem with immigration. There's no problem with illegal immigration. There's no such thing as an illegal human being. I don't think that they, even if you come into the country illegally, you're still contributing to the country's economy by paying taxes. And by the way, Florida is right now debating lowering the age of when you're allowed to work an overnight shift to 14 because of the amount of immigrants that have been deported. The justification that they're using is because too many immigrants were reported that we don't have the people to fill the jobs, so we need to lower the child labor laws. There's no problem with immigration. There's no problem with illegal immigration. There's no such thing as an illegal human being. Americans should get groped by private military contractors instead of federal employees. Basically, joint specialists. That is what their argument is. And that's what they're going to do. This is really like the devil got a country to control. This is the most anti-Christ shit I can think of. Not antichrist in one word. That's also happening, by the way. We're also doing the, biblical antichrist shit. But in general, everything that the government does is anti-Christ. I will gladly give the states one of the Canadian provinces if they give Mexico their land back. That's a good trade. They're never going to. They're going to steal your province instead. But yeah, we're the evil country. We're Nazi America. We should all get together as a world and work to get Elon working on spacecrafts that can journey to Mars, and then we can put him on it and send him to Mars. Oh, great. Private company will put our TSA nudes into AI? Probably. America was founded on industries that need cheap / free labor to be profitable, and they have spent 400 goddamn years pretending it wasn't. Has it been 400 years? I feel like it has not. I think it's been 300 years, but close enough. It's not like they give a flying fuck here legally either, by the way. Yeah, like, it's not like we're not arresting U.S. citizens. Right, time for my 45-minute uphill walk. You got this, man. Grim Reaper, kick ass. All of you, go out and exercise. If you live in America, you're never getting health care. So try and make sure that you're healthy enough that you don't get sick. You're going to go to a doctor and they're going to, I don't know, inject you with mercury because RFK made that the standard practice, all right? They'll kill you at the doctor instead of save you at this point. All right, we need a palate cleanser. The subway system in Istanbul, the public transport system, has started installing new statues into the subway stations. Hello, Istanbul cat. By the way, that's so adorable. I would have done that too. Hello, fake Istanbul cat. We love you. I made the joke. They're not actually fake cats. The installing statues bit was just because he was just standing there looking at whatever. It's a real cat. Cats are communist. This is true. This is my favorite thing about Turkey. And we need to have this. Like, I like the fact that there are stray cats all over Turkey. And the government spends money to make sure that they don't get sick, that they're not spreading diseases. And the community, as well as the city, make sure that they're fed. There are like vending machines for cat and dog food all over big cities in Turkey where like they can just press on a pedal and cat food or dog food comes down for them. Store owners will leave food and water out for them. Most Turkish stores have a store cat that's just like a stray that came in. Butchers love them. Every video you see of like a cat walking into a butcher shop and getting like fed is in Turkey. It's a community pet. It's a excellent community asset. Cats are Maoists. That's why they hunt the vermin. I see that. I miss my stray baby so much from one of my biggest things I miss from Turkey. Yeah, me too. I spent a month in Turkey and there was just this stray cat that kept coming in through the window into like where I was staying and just hung out with me. I had a cat for a month and then I left and I still miss this cat. But just a little temporary pet that you get for free. What they should be scaremongering about is this Hitler government. This is the White House official like Twitter page with a shitty Nazi Ghibli animation. These are disgusting. They posted a lot of these, by the way. Thank you for the follow, Xmats. I mean, the White House Twitter page is kind of demonic, but these have been everywhere and I hate them. There's been so many of these fake Ghiblis that are just Hitlerite. Yeah, what the actual fuck is correct. That's pretty correct. Miyazaki would abhor this. Yeah. And you know what this is about? This is about deporting people. And again, they're calling them like felons. They're saying they're committing crimes. There's no crimes being committed. There's no convictions. These people aren't going to a court, seeing a judge, seeing a lawyer. This is all manufactured consent. Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you for the sub, Turiel, for this. This is just manufacturing consent for extraordinary rendition to send these people to concentration camps. And speaking of, remember that Turkish girl who was a green card holder for 7 years at Tufts University, who was grabbed by ICE agents that were not uniformed in unmarked cars, the ones who ripped the hijab off her head? Well, this is Marco Rubio's statement on the subject.
Terry, a Turkish student in Boston was detained and handcuffed on the street by plainclothes agents. A year ago, she wrote an opinion piece about the Gaza war. Could you help us understand what the specific action she took led to her visa being revoked? Yeah, and what was your State Department's role in that process?
We revoked her visa. It's an F1 visa, I believe. We revoked it, and here's why. And
they are baiting martial law. And again, as we know, that they're likely going to declare it on April 20th, and every minute that passes by, that looks more and more likely to me.
I'll say it again. I said it everywhere. Let me be abundantly clear, okay? If you go apply for a visa right now, anywhere in the world, let me just send this message out. If you apply for a visa to enter the United States and be a student, and you tell us that the reason why you're coming to the United States
Rubikak.
is not just because you want to write op-eds, but because you want to participate in movements that are involved in doing things like vandalizing.
Literally peaceful protesters at a university. That's it. It's it.
Universities harassing students, taking over.
Hey, how about any of these people see a court, Marco? How about if you think that they're doing bad things, illegal things, maybe you bring it to a court? No, it's not because it's Hitler's birthday. Cathode, it's because on January 20th, Trump gave the DOD and the Homeland Security Department, Kristi Noem and Pete Hegseth, a job to write a report within 90 days. It's due on April 20th on whether or not the Insurrection Act needs to be invoked for an invasion of illegal immigrants, basically. And that comes in on April 20th. That report is due. Based on the yes or no in that report, we get martial law. And I really don't see them saying no, because Trump was dying to do martial law last time.
Buildings, creating a ruckus. We're not going to give you a visa. If you lie to us and get a visa and then enter the United States.
How about when you work for us and you lie to us? Can we put you in prison, Marco?
And with that visa participate in that sort of activity?
What about you're participating in activity that's killing thousands of Americans right this second? How about you?
We're going to take away your visa. And once you've
I want to take away your visa. You're Cuban. How about you go back to Cuba?
No longer legally in the United States, and we have a right, like every country in the world has a right, to remove you from our country. So it's just that simple. I think it's crazy. I think it's stupid for any country in the world to welcome people into their country. They're going to go to your universities as visitors. They're visitors.
It's blatantly unconstitutional and illegal. They want to strip away more rights and rewrite the fucking Constitution. They want to take them all away from you, Shardsborg. Every single one of them. You have no rights. You have privileges.
And say, I'm going to your universities to start a riot. I'm going to...
A riot, sure. You know, a word that has a definition, like an actual meaning. But, you know, we're just going to pretend.
Universities to take over a library and harass people. I don't care what movement you're involved in. Why would any country in the world allow people to come and disrupt? We gave you a visa to come and study and get a degree.
Yeah, they're paying tuition, you slimy... They're paying taxes on that as well. Like, it's not like the money that they pay for tuition, some of that doesn't go to the government.
Activist that tears up our university campuses.
Oh, tears up the university campuses. How about this? How about when we had the university protests last time? Hold on. And the pro-Palestine protesters were peacefully protesting. And these outside agitator pro-Israel counter-protesters come in. This is the pro-Israel side. This is the Israeli protesters. These are pro-Israel right now, is who we're watching. Remember them throwing fireworks, a literal bomb, into the crowds? And the cops just allowing it, watching it to happen? The cops arresting the protesters and doxing them by pulling their mask down in front of the camera on the news? Yeah, we should deport Marco to El Salvador. Yeah, honestly, like, get the fuck out of my country, man. None of you people believe in America. All of these people hate America.
We've given you a visa and then you decide to do that, we're going to take it away. I encourage every country to do that.
Most anti-American thought process, by the way. We're going to take your visa away if we don't like what you say.
Invite students into your country that are coming onto your campus and destabilizing it. We're just
anti-American.
Not going to have it.
Sorry, I thought it was done.
We'll revoke your visa, and once your visa is revoked, you're illegally in the country and you have to leave. Every country in the world has a right to decide who comes in as a visitor and who doesn't. If you invite me into your home, because you say, I want to come...
More than just First Amendment violations, actually. It violates quite a lot of them. Like, first of all, unreasonable search and seizure is being conducted. There is human rights violations. Like, people are suffering inhumanely. They're going against every one of the Constitution. I'm joking, but f these zombies, I'm not, Shardsborg. These people should be removed from America. They hate America. Go live in Afghanistan with the Taliban if you like it so much.
And I go to your house and I start putting mud on your couch and spray painting your kitchen, I bet you're going to kick me out. Well, we're going to do the same thing if you come into the United States as a visitor and create a ruckus for us. We don't want it.
If there's any justice...